Hello and welcome to another video from TW White & Sons Mazda. Okay, here we have today a 2019 on a 69 plate Mazda 3. This is the SEL Lux specification, has the 122 PS SKYACTIV-G engine. This is a car that we actually purchased direct from a repeat customer. They'd no longer needed two cars in the household and decided just to sell the vehicle back to us. We'd actually supplied the car from new and supplied it to the last owner, so both of the keepers had bought the car from us, which is lovely. Delighted to be able to offer it for sale again. Mazda 3s are in incredibly short supply on the used car market. They always are. They're quite a small amount of Mazda's new car registrations, so they're a bit more scarce on the used market than something like a CX-5 or CX-30. But lovely car. They were 2 litre normally aspirated petrol engine with an element of mild hybrid, finished in Sol Red Crystal. It's a colour synonymous with Mazda. You will have seen this colour before and probably made a comment on it before. It's a wonderful colour, suits all the cars very well and looks particularly good on Mazda 3. The car's covered just a little under 50,000 miles, has a great service history. It's just been through our workshop, so when the car arrived into stock, we put it through our 101 point health and safety check and a service and everything else that we normally do. We supply all our cars with 2 keys, they're Experian checked before they arrive, and they go through cosmetic preparation as required. And on that note, the car's in lovely condition. It has got a couple of very small marks on the alloy wheels, and 1 or 2 light scratches around it, which we're going to polish out. Other than that, it's in really lovely order, and particularly for 50,000 miles. It's not something that we make allowances enough for. We prepare our cars to an incredibly high standard, and like I say, for 50,000 miles, the car's in wonderful order. And the specification is really good. There is no such thing as a bad specification Mazda 3. They all have factory navigation, heated seats, climate control, Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. This particular one's also fitted with a reversing camera and parking sensors, everything you could possibly want. And the main thing for Mazda 3 really is the interior quality is absolutely wonderful. It's a really nice place to be. It was a huge step forward when this car was released in 2019, or this version of the Mazda 3 was released in 2019, and it's a very nice car indeed. In the back you get a dark cloth interior, all in lovely shape, dark headliner and LED interior lighting, which both look wonderful. The LED interior lighting is particularly good at night time. And on entry to the car, you're greeted with that little centre display, which is digital. I'll start the car up, clutch pedal down, you see it greets you with a little logo that says Mazda 3 and a digital display as well. You have Mazda's multimedia system over here. This has integrated navigation. I left it on this screen on purpose, so this is showing you the status of the mild hybrid system. So it's not something that you can drive on full electric, but you have a very small amount of electric assistance to assist the engine under acceleration. Takes the strain off the petrol engine, uses a little bit of electric, and makes the car more economical. You'll also notice with the SKYACTIV-G engine, which is in this car, Mazda also offer an engine called SKYACTIV-X, but with the SKYACTIV-G engine you do get cylinder deactivation. So if you're sort of coasting along a dual carriageway at 40 or 50 miles an hour, you're really gentle on the throttle. The outside 2 cylinders actually sort of shut down, no more fuel goes into them. Of course they continue to move, but just fuel going into the centre 2 cylinders, and that gets your economy to go up even more. If you're really mechanically minded, sometimes you can even feel it sort of coming on and going off, but it just happens in the background otherwise. You have a fully integrated navigation system, so you do not need to use your smartphone for this. A lot of manufacturers are moving to these smartphone enabled nav systems, which mean you have to be connected to the car and use your smartphone data to have your navigation. So if you're in a particularly low signal area that you don't happen to know, that's not really the most convenient time to not be able to get your mobile phone signal. So you have an integrated navigation system which you can use as your day-to-day, or it could be your fallback, because you do have Apple CarPlay and Android Auto with this car, so you can use your smartphone systems. This is just there as a backup in case you have any problems. You also get a really nice clear image reversing camera. It's got that sort of fisheye lens, so you can see the bits of the number plates at the back there, but a really crystal clear image. Parking sensors front and back, and if we come out of that, you'll also be able to see you've got smartphone connectivity via Bluetooth. To use Apple CarPlay or Android Auto, it does need to be plugged in. DAB digital radio, audio streaming, USB connectivity. You do still get a CD player. This is one of the last cars that was built with a CD player. It was around sort of 2020 or 21 that Mazda stopped fitting CD players as standard. The climate control air conditioning panel here, heated seat switches, that fabulous 6-speed manual gearbox, which is one of the defining features of the car for me. And you've got the push button handbrake down there. It's electronic handbrake. You do have radar cruise control with these, a colour projected heads-up display on the windscreen. And I mentioned the gear change. So the gearboxes in these, they have a very, very clever technology on them where they sort of hold the revs in the correct place. If you were shifting from, say, second to third gear, you dip the clutch pedal and the revs will drop to where it needs to be for your shift into the next gear. It sounds really gimmicky, but you just need to drive one to be able to see how good it is and to be able to appreciate it. It's a properly driver-focused car, the Mazda 3. They're wonderful to drive. Like I say, very quiet, very comfortable, very refined, and a fabulous-looking car. The car will be supplied with a 12-month Mazda warranty. That's included in the advertised cost of the vehicle. Fully prepared for sale. I mentioned some small marks on the alloy wheels. This corner in particular, actually, we'll show you. This is going to get done. It's nothing terrible, so it's not in the centre of the spokes, but round the edge definitely needs refurbishment, and we'll be doing that before the car leaves us. If you've got any other questions, please feel free to pick up the phone to us, and we hope to hear from you soon. Cheers then. Bye.